Good day, grade 9 students! In this video, we are going to discuss about writing rational exponents as radicals and vice versa. Are you ready, grade 9 students? Our objective is write expressions with rational exponent as radicals and vice versa. First is we are going to review what is this rational exponent. Rational exponent. It is also called as a fractional exponent. So, say for example, 8 raised to the power of 2/3. Our 2/3 is called as the rational exponent. So, this 2/3 is a fraction or rational exponent. And what do you call this 8? 8 is called the base. Radical is an expression containing the symbol, which is called the radical sign. So, may example tayo ng radical expression here, which is the cube root of 8 squared. Or, we can read this as the cube root of 8 to the power of 2. Now, kilalanin natin yung mga parts ng radical expression. So, this symbol is called again the radical sign. Ang 2 is called the exponent. Ang 8 naman na to is called the radicand. And ang maliit na number na 3 ay tinatawag nating index. These are parts of a radical expression. Since we already know the parts of a rational exponent and radical, we will now proceed to our main topic, writing rational exponents as radical. If A is a real number and M and N are integers containing no common factors with N greater than or equal to 2, then A raised to the power of M over N is equal to the nth root of A to the power of M, or that is equal to quantity to the nth root of A to the power of M. To understand this statement is we will have this example. Number 1. In this example, this is a rational exponent. Our base is M, and our exponent is a fraction or rational number, which is 4/3. We are going to write this expression into radicals. So, kanina, na-discuss na natin kung ano yung parts ng radical. So, again, this 4/3 is our rational exponent. We will convert or write this into radicals. So, we have cube root of M to the power of 4. So, si denominator sa ating rational exponent, naging index siya. Then, our numerator becomes the exponent of M. M here is called the radicand. So, index si 3, 4 is exponent, M is radicand. So, we have here radical sign. And this is read as the cube root of M raised to the power of 4. We will proceed to the next example. M raised to the power of 1/2. This is a rational exponent. Our base is M and our exponent is 1/2. We are going to write this into radical. So, we have the square root of M to the power of 1. 2 here, which is from our denominator, is called the index. And 1, which is from the numerator, is called the exponent. And M is called the radicand. And we will not forget, di natin kalimutan, ang ating radical sign. So, this expression can be simply written as the square root of M. Pag walang index kayong makikita dito, it means na square root yan siya. And pag walang exponent sa variable, it means that the exponent is 1. Again, this is read as the square root of m. Next example, 5m raised to the power of 4/3. Our m has a rational exponent. So, only this m. Now, how are we going to write this into radicals? So, we have 5, the cube root of m to the power of 4. So, bakit hindi na sali si 5 as our radical? Kasi, from our exponential form, only m ang may exponent na rational number. So, si m lang ang i-convert natin into radicals. We'll just copy 5 as our coefficient, and in our denominator here, sa exponent ng m is 3. So, ang 3 naging index. And si 4, na numerator dito, naging exponent ni m. And m here is called the radical. So, how are you going to read this one? That would be 5 cube root of m raised to the power of 4. We will proceed to another example. Quantity 2xy raised to the power of 2/3. Our base is 2xy. Naka-enclose siya sa parentheses. And then, ang ating exponent is a fraction, which is 2/3. We are going to write this into radicals. And that would be the cube root of 2xy. So, make sure na naka-enclose si 2xy sa parentheses. So, asan galing si 2 dito na exponent? From our numerator sa rational exponent. And si 3, itong maliit na number na 3, ay galing sa denominator ng rational exponent. So, it is so easy to convert or to write this into radicals. Next example. Quantity 5x cubed y raised to the power of 2/5. How are we going to write this into radicals? So, our index is 5 since ang denominator natin is 5. And si 2, distribute natin si 2 sa each term of this numbers or variable here in our base. So, naging 5 squared. We copy the x cubed. We multiply the 2. Then, copy y. Then, ilagay natin si 2. And what is our final answer? That would be the 5th root of 25. Why 25? Because 5 squared or 5 times 5 is 25. Then, x to the power of 6. Why 6? Because we multiply 3 times 2. Then, y squared. So, again, our answer is the 5th root of 25x to the power of 6, y squared. Another example. 9 raised to the power of 3 halves. Our base is 9. Our exponent is 3/2 or 3 halves. How are we going to make this into radical? That would be the square root of 9 raised to the power of 3. Pag walang number dito, walang nakasulat na index, it means that the index is 2. And we copy the exponent 3. By the way, we can simplify this radical expression. We will find the square root of 9. What is the square root of 9? That would be 3. Then, copy the exponent 3. So, that is equal to 27. Why 27? 3 times 3 times 3, that is equal to 27. Next example. Negative 125 raised to the power of 1/3. So we are going to translate or write this into radicals. And that would be the cube root of negative 125. Our index is 3, our radicand is 125, and of course, the exponent of negative 125 is 1. Hindi na siya sinulat. So, by the way, we can simplify this cube root of negative 125. And that is negative 5. Why negative 5? Negative 5 times negative 5, that is positive 25. Times negative 5, that is equal to negative 125. So, these are the simplified form. Nawala yung radicals. On our previous slide, we discussed about rational exponent to radicals. So, writing rational exponent to radicals. Now, on our coming slides, kabaliktaran. From radicals, we are going to write it into rational exponent. So, if a is a real number and n is greater than or equal to 2 is an integer, then a raised to the power of 1 over n is equal to the nth root of a, provided that the nth root of a exists. So, to understand this statement, we will have this example. The cube root of 5. So, this is a radical expression wherein our index is 3 and our radicand is 5. And our exponent, since walang sinulat exponent, the exponent is 1. So, what is the rational exponent of this radical expression? That would be 5 raised to the power of 1/3. So, 1 is an exponent here, which is, hindi sinulat. And 3 is the index, coming from the index. And 5 is our base. So, how we are going to read this? 5 raised to the power of 1/3. Next example. Square root of m. Our radicand is m. Our index, hindi siya sinulat, it means the index is 2. And our exponent is 1, hindi sinulat. So, what is the rational exponential form of these radicals? That would be m raised to the power of 1/2. So, it is easy to write this into rational exponential form. Next, the 10th root of 3 to the power of 5. Our radicand is 3. The exponent of 3 is 5. And our index is 10. How to write this into rational exponent? That would be 3 raised to the power of 5 over 10. So, ang ating base, si 3, si 5 nanggaling sa exponent, si 10 nanggaling sa index. This 5 over 10, or rational exponent, can be simplified. Diba? Masimplify siya. So, 5 over 10, that is 3 raised to the power of 1/2. Next example. The square root of 2 to the power of 4. Our radicand is 2, our exponent is 4, our index hindi sinulat, it means our index is 2. So, what is the rational exponential form of this radicals? That is 2 raised to the power of 4 over 2. Or we can simplify this 4 over 2, that is equal to 2 to the power of 2. Bakit 2 ang naging exponent natin? 4 divided by 2, that is 2. And 2 squared is equal to 4. So, we convert from radical to exponential and we have arrived this simplified form, which is 4. Next, we will proceed to this. The square root of 6x. What is the rational exponential form of these radicals? That is 6x raised to the power of 1/2. Since walang exponent si 6 and si x, so it means the exponent is 1. So our numerator is 1. And since walang index si 2 here, it means the index is 2. Automatic di siya 2 kung walang sinulat na index. So that is 1/2, or 6x raised to the power of 1/2. Another example. The fifth root of 27 over 64. What is the rational exponential form? That is 27 over 64 raised to the power of 1/5. Bakit 1/5? Because walang exponent si 27 and 64. So it is understand that the exponent is 1. So our numerator of our exponent is 1. Then the index coming from this here, our index is 5, so you'll just copy. So this is our answer. Next is the cube root of 11x squared. So how are we going to translate or write this into rational exponent? That is 11 raised to the power of 1/3. Asan galing si 1/3? So we all know that our index is 3. So automatic, ang dating denominator sa rational exponent is 3. So bakit 1? Because 11 here doesn't have an exponent. It is understood that the exponent is 1. So that's why we have 11 raised to the power of 1/3. Then x to the power of 2/3. 2, we copy here for the exponent of x, which is 2. Then the denominator, which is our index, 3. So again, the exponential form is 11 raised to the power of 1/3 x raised to the power of 2/3. So the next slides, 2 slides, are exercises which you are going to answer. So you can familiarize on how to write from rational exponent to radicals, or radicals to rational exponent. So if the expression can be simplified, you are going to simplify it. So exercises A, you are going to write each of the radical and simplify when possible. Exercises B, write each exponential form and simplify if possible. I hope you learned something in this video, grade 9 students, and please don't forget to answer your exercises. Thank you.